difficulty with, getting our clothes to fit us and all these other things. For you, what do you suggest to your clients? Do you tell them to focus on the pounds or the inches or nothing? What is it that you tell them to focus on?
I have them it depends on their goals. Everybody is different. What I do is I do a lot of mental trickery with my clients. I take their mind off of what they're really trying to do, and I put the emphasis elsewhere. Because you'll get a result. When you become preoccupied with the it, then that's what you're consumed with. So I create a goal infrastructure that helps them think outside of that, to not stay so focused, to not get a person who's a scale jumper, to not get a person who's always trying to sit and measure, because the body doesn't change like that. So as a woman, that's what I do. You said as far as clothes and change, I just try to shift the focus, because change is going to come. No matter how you look at it, if you beat on something metal long enough, it's going to change. It's going to come and it's imminent. But the mental preoccupation is what I take a lot of focus on, because I just don't want people to get stressed out about it or really get too up in arms.
I agree. When I was dancing and they decided to implement this whole, like we the daggone Rockettes, and wanted to do random weigh-ins, I failed the weigh-ins every single time. But I dared them to fire me, right? But it was only because they were stressing me the hell out. I'm like, listen, I weigh what I weigh. I look how I look. Leave me the hell alone and let me dance. All right. Devin, it is open his mic, but I'm frozen. Can somebody open his mic? Open Devin's mic.
All right, well, cool. I like, it's funny listening to Angie, because she's a super, the big words and stuff like that. She's a super in layman's terms. When I get women that come to me and say, ooh, I want my stomach. I want to do nothing but my stomach. I want to do nothing but my arms. I'll be like, all right, I want to lose 20 pounds and 30 pounds. Like, child, please. That same woman, child, please, look. You don't need to lose. A lot of women think they need to lose a whole bunch of weight. A lot of the body changes is going to be in inches also. So while you working out, the workout plans that I come up with every individual is going to be different. So we're going to be losing weight, building muscle at the same time. So you might not lose that 15 to 20 pounds that you want to lose, but you're going to lose a lot of inches. So you can lose 10 pounds, but you're going to lose about 6-7 inches. And be like, oh, my clothes getting so big, but I ain't losing that much weight, because you're losing inches. So a lot of women, they think they know what they want to do when they come in to, train and all this stuff, but they really don't know. So I don't even listen to none of that. Initially, I listen to, the goals, but I know what I need to do to get them to where they want to be.
All right. And then Ikiesha.
Just a quick, I tell them to go by how your clothes fit. That's it. Go by how your clothes fit, because the scale will make you crazy. You become addicted to it. You weigh yourself every day, and you want to throw that shit against the wall. And then you get you get discouraged. So it's go by how your clothes fit. And then this myth that a pound of fat weighs more than a pound of muscle. It's a pound. A pound is a pound. It weighs the same. It's just that muscle takes up less space than fat. That's all that's different. It's a space thing. It's not a weight thing. So if you weigh the same, your body composition may look completely different. If you have 140, you're both 140 pounds, but I've got 10% body fat and you've got 30% body fat. So the scale is a liar, because we both 140, but you wear a 14 and I wear 4. Right?
I know the scale is a liar.
Right.
The scale is a devil. Angie, what did I used to make you do when it was time to weigh in?
Yeah. You used to not look at it. You used to turn around.
Yeah. And what did I do when you were measuring me? I didn't want to know.
Oh, yeah. I was in the book and close it up, and you wouldn't see it for weeks.
All right. Andre, what would you tell your clients about the inches versus pounds?
Well, like the young lady mentioned, a pound is a pound. So I tell the scale, don't even acknowledge the scale. The scale is your enemy. Pound of fat, pound of muscle, like a baseball and a basketball, different shape, different size, they can weigh the same. So don't acknowledge the scale. It's about measurements. And it's not about how quickly it happens. You can take baby steps, but consistency, you will still make the transition to wherever it is you're trying to get to.
And you bring up a good point that I wanted. That was actually the next question. And if one of my ladies want to ask a question, just raise your hand so I know it's you that you want to ask a question. But the next question that was a follow-up to that, Andre, I'll go to you, and then I'll go to Ikiesha, then I'll go to Devin, and I'll finish out with Angie. That when people are like, well, when will I notice some changes? What would you tell people on average if they do what you tell them to do?
It depends on the individual, how dedicated they are to the system, their nutrition. Nutrition is 80% of the battle.
All right, okay. Ikiesha?
I'd say 6 weeks. I'd say give yourself 6 weeks. 4 on the inside if you got one of those people who just, I got to see something right now. But 6 weeks. I'd say 6 weeks you should see something that should keep you motivated. You should see something that should keep you motivated.
I see you, Sporty. Give me a moment. Let them finish answering the question. Put your hand down, damn it. All right, Devin.
I really don't even like to give them a time frame because they're going to be looking around that time like, I don't see a difference. So every person is different. I've had people lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks, then 10 pounds in a month. It's totally up to the individual. So you give them that time frame, they're going to be looking and waiting for it. And then when they don't see a difference, they're going to be disappointed.
But if they don't see a difference in 6 weeks, they need to do something else.
That too.
It's simple. You're not doing what I told you to do if you don't see it.
Exactly.
So, that's what I said. If they're doing, that's why I put that in there. Right. If they're doing what you told them to do,
exactly.
Angie, what would you say?
I'm sorry. Just like a lot of everyone has said, everybody's different. But what I will say that hasn't been said, there's a thing called the adaptation to exercise, and that comes in different increments in the body and how it identifies. And that is, number one, receiving, your workout, accepting what the cardio is. A lot of times people understand when they start a routine, let's say they do 30 minutes of cardio. So the first time that they're doing it, they might only really receive 10 minutes of the cardio because their body hasn't adapted to what's taking place in their body, in their system. The cardiovascular recognition, the synapses, the sweat, everything, all that stuff has timing. And if you've been sedentary before that point, the body has to learn to recognize. Now, here's where consistency comes into key. If your workout consistency is 3 days a week, 2 days a week, once a week, if you're consistent, your body will then start to identify that on a regular basis. The more consistent you are, the more your body will come into command it. Let's say that next week, that 30 minutes of exercise, then now you might be bordering on 12, 14, 15 minutes. At the end, like Ikiesha said, when you get to that 6 week window, now your body's optimizing entirely all of that cardio and recognize certain things, your synapses, your uptake, your recovery. All that stuff has to shape as well as the body. So there's an internal and there's an external adaptation for exercise for everybody. But you can start, I tell my clients the body changes in increments of 10 days. And the changes might be very slight, but they are changed nonetheless. At the end of that 6 weeks, like Ikiesha said, a lot of stuff has taken place, and you will see tangible results at that time frame.
Okay. All right. Sporty has been blowing my damn screen up. What do you want to say, woman?
To all 4 of you, okay, so here you have a person that, I go to the gym 4 times a week. I do my exercise. I don't see a big change. I don't see the big results. I just don't see it. I might see a little bit with my clothes or, my face may be a little bit different. But I don't, what I'm saying is with me being the person that's doing this, I don't see the results I think I'm supposed to see with all the work I'm doing. I don't see what you're talking about. 6 weeks.
You just said something. You just said something very important, though, Sporty. You said I don't see the results I think I'm supposed to see. But before that, you said I might see something with my clothes or with my face. That's a change. That's a difference. The thing is you got to change the way you're looking at it because you're talking about the way that I'm supposed to see it. What do you think is going to happen? It took time to get there. You think it's going to take time to get off?
No.
I'm sorry. I ain't no trainer. Let me shut the hell up and let the experts speak. I'm going to take the back seat on that one. Go ahead. Take it, Angie.
Okay. There's a phenomenon called body dysmorphia. I have it, too. Mm-hmm. We don't see the results. We don't see our bodies like other people see our bodies. Like other people might see changes we simply can't appreciate. Because psychologically
basically we are stuck at seeing what we used to see. So one of the things that I have encouraged people to do is take photos weekly of yourself, and then use one of those apps to do a side-by-side. Or take photos every 2 weeks, do a side-by-side, because then you have to objectively look at yourself as opposed to subjectively looking at yourself in the mirror. You won't see the results that way because there's a disconnect between your mental body and your physical body when you are losing weight or when you have lost a significant amount of weight. It takes to catch up. Sometimes I range between a size 00 and a size 4.
I'm about to hang
still
up
go
on
to the
damn
store
phone
and
on you.
And I go to the big section. In my head, and I pick up the big clothes. I'm about
to cut you off this damn line. You did 00 my ass. I couldn't even fit my damn toe in a damn 00. I think I was maybe 11 the last time I was a 00. I'm joking. But I do agree with you, Ikiesha. I got to get everybody in there because we're running low on time, and I got to get more answers in here. But one of the things I just want to say, just for kind of levity, is that when you talk about that body dysmorphia, it's a lot of people that have it in reverse. They think they're thinner than they are, or they think they look a little different than they do, and they wear shit they ain't got no business wearing. So be conscious of that as well. All right. All right. Here's some other questions that have come in, and I'm just going to throw them at y'all one at a time. That way everybody can get a chance to answer a question. But, just jump in if you find something different that the other person than someone has said. It says, and I'm going to start with you, Angie, again, then Devin, then Ikiesha, and then Andre. Angie, what are some of the things that a person who is looking to get a trainer, what should they be looking for in the trainer? Because everybody ain't for everyone. So what kind of things should they be looking for? What kind of questions should they be asking so that they can vet this person?
I'm so glad that you asked that question. One is, how many years have you been in the industry? Another is, what certifications you hold? And two is, are you familiar with different health histories? Are you able to work with special demographics? And then ask them questions that pertain specifically to you. There are some trainers who don't know how to take people from losing a lot of weight and making them small. There's some people who don't know how to gain lean muscle. You have to ask them what their experiences are so to see if they're a right fit for you. And also, you have to base their personality too, because a personality match is a good match as well. And some people are authoritative trainers. Some people are empathetic trainers. You really have to find the type that meshes with you. And you have to be honest with yourself. Because sometimes it may take an authoritative trainer to get you in line. Or some people are more independent spirits, and they just need a little intensity or encouragement. So you have to know yourself, and those questions that I pose are a good way to kind of seek out some of the faux trainers.
Okay, the fakies. Okay. All right, Devin, the question that is coming for you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
the trainer should look like he needs a trainer.
You know what? You know what? I just had this conversation, Ikiesha, and I'm gonna let Devin go ahead, and I know he want to respond to it, but I just said this. I was like, I'm not going to a trainer that don't look like. I'm not getting my hair done by somebody who hair looks jacked up. I'm not going to a dentist whose teeth are jacked up. I'm not going to a doctor that's not healthy. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not going to a makeup artist who look like Homie the Clown, and I'm damn sure not going to a trainer who looks like they have 2 steps from the foot in the grave. So go ahead, Devin.
To be honest, I don't understand it either. I do not understand how an out-of-shape person could be training somebody. I'm doing my own research on this because I don't know, and I see these trainers, like they have like a few clients. Like, what are y'all like? What kind of results y'all getting from this guy who needs to see results himself? I really don't understand it. But I want to say something about what Angie said about the personality of a trainer, because I get this a lot. When the client says, "You look like you gonna kill me," or "You look too hard," or you look like you're gonna yell at me," just because it look like that, or maybe you need that, or maybe this is what you need because you're not getting a push from anywhere else.
Right.
A lot of people, they just want to go into the gym, and this is something I think Sporty, when she was like, what can I do about when she's not seeing results? how hard are you pushing yourself? Because it's so many times I see people in the gym for months and years, a whole year, doing this little patty cake workout, and they never change. They never change. So you need to change up your workout. You need somebody to be in your ear. You need somebody to push you to pass your level that you think you can go.
People in my ear, that talk to me, and I do change up what I do at the gym. 1 week I started out at 30 minutes, then 45 minutes. No. But I'm just saying I do agree with that. But I do have someone in my ear. I have people like, Andre. I'll call him and go, well, what do I need to do about this? Or, tackling new stuff, different stuff, doing bootcamp classes, doing these stairs and different things like that. So I do challenge myself, to do more and more because I want those results.
Yeah, her issue is more mental. Her issue is more mental.
I was just about to say that.
It's not physical.
So
it's mental. She's putting in the work. It's just that mentally she's still seeing something else, and she's expecting to see something else, and so that's what's going on there. Let me go on to some other questions. Hang on there for me, Devin. The next question is Andre. It's a food-based question. People have asked about the eating after 7 p.m. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it depends on their lifestyle, and their sleep situation. Some people, if they work a night shift, they would eat late, So it depends on what your day-to-day routine is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But typically, if you work a regular day job and you come home, what is that typically? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or not? It's totally innocuous.
Eating after 7 or at 7?
After 7.
Depends on when you're going to bed. You want to at least have 2 hours, let the food digest slightly. You don't want to eat. You don't want to stuff yourself. I don't eat to get full. I eat to pacify the hunger. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they eat to get full. They eat till they have to unbutton their buckle. You're eating too much. You shouldn't eat. It's not about gluttony. You eat to live, don't live to eat.
Oh, damn it. You may as well tell me to go jump off a damn roof right now, because I live to eat, baby. I live to eat, sleep, and, well, y'all need to know all the other stuff. But anyway. All right. Anybody else want to touch on that before I move on? Because I need to. We're short on time. Because y'all some long-winded ass mofos. We got a lot of questions. Okay, Angie, this one is for you. I mentioned earlier that you are the mother of 2 daughters. And I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I got a problem with her because when she had her first daughter, we were walking on Venice Beach. She got on some cut-off denim shorts, ass hanging out the back, abs like, thighs like wow. And I got on a sundress, and I'm looking normal, but I happened to be pushing the stroller. And people kept walking up to me asking me how old the baby was. And I'm like, oh, this the bitch that just had the baby, but you couldn't tell. So I just want to say, the second time she had her baby, it was 2 weeks later, and this broad is sitting on the treadmill, guns like blow, abs like what, thighs like bam, and she's holding a 2-week-old baby in her arm like, what are you talking about? So I want to say to you, as a mother, going through the whole pregnancy thing, how do you bounce back? Because you have a lot of women that can't get rid of that baby fat.
The advice that I offer is, number one, start before you get pregnant. Start and make sure you embrace an active, healthy lifestyle, so that when you do get pregnant, you do have a little bit of resiliency to the weight gain, and you're in control of what's going to take place. Now, 3, after you have the baby, you have a small window of opportunity that you have to rest so your body can heal. But during that time, what I did is I bound and I wrapped myself. After I had the baby, I used a towel to represent what the baby was. I placed it in my stomach and I wrapped myself. There's a thing with your abs as us women. When we have a baby and our stomach expands, it goes like this. My hands represent the abs, okay? It spreads out. Once we lose the baby, it comes back. But sometimes it doesn't come back as tight. When you wrap yourself, it helps that tight to come. When you sleep, you wrap yourself. You wake up, you stay wrapped, but not with the towel to represent the baby. And it's engaging. After that 6 weeks, then you go and you start. A lot of people wait beyond that 6-week window. because actually your body's more resilient and ready to receive losing weight during that time because of the baby having it, recovering, repairing. Your body's actually ready to go. But a lot of women, they fall into the caring for the baby and they miss that window.
Okay. And breastfeeding helps too.
Oh, yes, breastfeeding does help.
Well, if I have kids, I don't plan on breastfeeding because I saw what happened to you. I will just pump. Thank you very much. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. I can't handle it. It's too much. I don't know how many of y'all done breastfed or seen what happens to nipples. I'm sorry. I ain't going to be able to do it. All right. Thank you, Angie. That's a very good answer. Anybody else wanted to comment about the pregnancy weight? I wouldn't want to put it on the men because y'all ain't never had no baby, so you don't know what it's like. I'm just saying, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. No.
I'm just not having no more babies.
All right. What are your thoughts on food combining and eating for your blood type? And all three of you guys, because Ikiesha isn't back yet, so I'll let Angie go, then Andre, then Devin. So go ahead, Angie.
Actually, eating right for your blood type is very true and real. Depending on your different blood type will depend on whether it's more vegetarian, more meat-based, more combination. It's very, very true. And there is a book called Eating Right for Your Blood Type that can lend a better hand, but it is very true, and it does work. The food combining is very, very real. A lot of times people wonder why they're so gaseous, or they wonder why they break out or they get skin irritations or food allergies. Sometimes we create them ourselves because certain acids, certain bases, certain alkalins, they don't mesh very well. Like you're not supposed to eat certain melons with certain solid fruits. You're not supposed to eat certain vegetables with certain meats because they kind of sit there and they fight, actually. They fight. And some require faster digestion than others. The one that requires slower digestion sits there and tends to rot, and that kind of creates a little bit of uneasiness in the gastrically. So it's very, very real. So,
all right. Anybody else want to comment on that? Devin, Ikiesha?
I'm just taking notes.
Yes.
Hello? I'm taking notes on this
you in school, Devin? You in school?
Professor right now. Listen.
Okay. What?
I believe
Andre?
that yes.
Go ahead.
Eating. I like to look at our ancestry and the natural way of how we ate leaner meats, fruits, vegetables, nuts, keeping it simple, not overcomplicating. No processed foods, no sugar, low carbs, low starches, and not limiting individuals to a specific diet, but getting them to think about what they're putting in their body. And then that way it's a more realistic, effective way for them to eat. Rather than restricting everything, but giving them more options as to what they should eat.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to comment on that before we move on? And if you do, keep it quick. All right. Next, Sporty, number 3. Comments from the chat room. Questions. What you got?
I got comments in the chat room. They are. One person said they love to do, I don't know what a burpee is.
Love burpees.
I don't know what burpee is, but they love doing burpees and that we should do those. They said, what do you think about P90X or Sean T Insanity?
Insanity, it works, but it's very high impact and hard on your knees. I don't recommend it for anyone who's not in good shape because it's hard on your knees. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have.
The same thing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say I say the same thing. A lot of those, they work. They're very good. They're effective. But you have to be careful, and you have to know yourself. Coming in as a beginner, doing a lot of advanced moves, you can hurt yourself. So just be careful.
Okay.
All right.
And then I had one question. This question came in. What are the best ways to incorporate exercise with sex?
Sex is exercise. I don't know how they fuck. I don't know how they fuck, but sex is exercise.
That's what I said too. But you know, it's a question.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Let me stop telling my damn business. But apparently you're doing it wrong. If it's not exercise,
I would say
if somebody ain't breaking a sweat, if it ain't no calories being burned, I'm suggesting that one or two of y'all need to go to kill yourselves. Y'all need to
actually,
couple suicide.
I'm developing a workout routine that incorporates that, and it with couples, it's a mixture of the positions that you're using, getting creative, lifting that body weight, having that resistance there, engaging the body completely, not just laying there like a fish or just moving your hips. You want to engage your whole body to get so that every muscle group is used.
Especially if you squirt, that takes up a lot of muscle. That's a lot of muscle control. So I'm giving you guys the tools on how to learn how to do that. I done told y'all how to do it. So you need to practice that muscle. So all of that in that area, that's a lot. That's core. That's all that shit you got to be able to. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, Devin, you said something about a base. Devin, you said something about a base, having a strong base. What were you talking about?
Yeah. You got to engage those quads and have a strong base and grab those hips and go to work. That's all.
Okay, was that a workout tutorial or a sex tutorial?
I'm being real basic.
Okay.
Get creative. There's no limitation.
Good base. Yeah, it's different leg positions, cocking your leg up this way, that way. So there's a lot of exercises you can get out of sex.
Okay, I got something else, another question, and then I'm going to go to number 3 to see what she has to say. Question is, I have plateaued, and I can't seem to get past this one size and this one weight. What can I do to get over this hump? And who wants to take it? One person. Go ahead, Andre. Andre and Angie.
If you plateaued, she might have to change up her routine, maybe incorporate a different cardio or weight resistance program, and look at what she's eating as well.
Okay, Angie.
Same thing. You just always want to constantly change your focus and change your emphasis, because when you do that, like I said, the body does adapt, and once it adapts, you have to kind of create the learning curve or expand it. So that's why you always do want to, like she said, adjust the program. But there's certain ways that you can adjust the program, with the intensity, with the resistance, with the speed, with the reps, with the sets. As long as you're constantly changing that, you can avoid plateaus. But one way of overcoming them is to incorporate change.
And also time of day, too.
Go ahead,
I would agree. If you're constantly working out at 4 o'clock every day, change it up. Try to get some early in the morning or late at night, during the afternoon. Psych your body out sometimes, because your body's going to get used to that at a certain time.
Okay. Ikiesha?
I would say try different things like fasted cardio, which is doing cardio on an empty stomach when your glycogen levels are at their lowest in the morning, things like that. I do different types of diets. I do diet cycling, so sometimes I'm on a keto diet, a ketogenic diet, where I don't have any carbs in my diet. Sometimes I'm carb cycling, where I'm having carbs only a couple days a week. Sometimes, so those different types of diets will keep my body guessing and keep my metabolism doing different things. That's if I'm plateauing. And, I'm doing competition diet, so the goal is always to get my body to some ridiculous low fat, which is probably not healthy. So I
was just about to ask you that. I was going to say that cannot be healthy.
Right. But we acknowledge it's an extreme sport. But at the same time, you learn a lot of principles that can be effective in all types of weight loss and management.
Okay, next question, and then I'm going to number 3. What would you suggest somebody have in their home gym other than bulky, expensive equipment like treadmills and things of that nature? Like what BOSU balls, resistance bands, what are the main base things that they should have in that little, if they had a kit, what would be in that kit? And I'll start with you, Angie.
I would suggest adding medicine balls and kettlebells. Those are nice abstract things to really give a lot of the extensive forces with your ligaments and your tendons and things of that nature versus always concentrating on the musculature. So those are great additions to a home gym.
I have a weighted hula hoop. which is one of the staples in my home gym, because it's depending on how you put it together, and you can put it together a few different ways and increase the intensity from easy, medium to hard. It's great cardio and it's great core. So there's so many different things you can buy it that can increase without doing bulky stuff.
Okay,
I want
Andre.
one of them.
I know. You see me talking about some Andre. Andre, what is something for half an hour?
It depends on what their expectations and goals are. It's a difference in working out to be healthy, body shaping, and body building. So it depends on what their goals are. Then I would create something depending on what they.
There's
what
not one particular. It's not one thing that you would say that regardless of what you're doing, you need to have, like maybe a jump rope or maybe.
Jump rope's good.
Jump ropes are excellent, but nothing beats just getting down there and doing some push-ups, crunches. Use your body. Get a pull-up bar.
Okay. All right. Let me go to Devin. It's his turn.
Definitely try to get like a full rack of exercise dumbbells. A variety of different weighted dumbbells. So you can do different exercises: squats, shoulders, curls. Just hit all. You can do a lot with a full set of dumbbells.
Okay. All right. Weights. So use. All righty. Okay, we said jump rope, blah, blah, blah. Okay, next question I'm going to go to after I go to number 3. You're up, Mama.
My question is, okay, you all said change it up, keep it changed, to plateau, but to also keep it new. Do you all recommend, do you recommend like those videos like Hip Hop Abs or Zumba? Are they good or are they just all fake? What do you think?
They're good. Go ahead. Okay, let's get some order. We're going to go like we did before. We'll start it from the beginning. Devin, you can go. Andre, Ikiesha, Angie.
All right. With the videos, the videos are only good if you know you're going to push yourself. Because I get a lot of people say, I got this video, black girls work out and hip hop abs and whatever. But a lot of people, I don't even like to work out at home. So I know like a novice or somebody that's not used to working out, they pop in that video. The second they get tired, they're going to stop. They're going to get distracted. So I don't recommend the videos. But if you know for sure, if you know in your heart that I'm about to kill this video, I'm going to do everything I do, everything they tell me to do on this video, then go for it. Go your hardest on this video. But the average person, they're not going to do it. They're not going to push themselves to what that video, whatever your boy name is, telling you to do. So if you know you're going to push yourself with the videos, then go for it.
All right, we're going to not do the letter today because we're running low on time and we got a lot of stuff we still need to cover. So, Andre, you're next, and then Ikiesha.
Yeah, just what he said. It depends on the individual and how determined they are to get the results. Most of the videos, they do work, but you have to be consistent. You have to do it. It's no different than, like you mentioned before, what exercise equipment. You can have all the equipment in the world, but if you don't use it, it's pointless. That's why I tell people, don't worry about gyms or equipment. You can just have the basics. Use your body weight. Then you have no excuse.
Okay.
I'm a fan of videos, especially if you're beginning to work out and you may not be comfortable at the gym, which is the story for a lot of people. You're just not comfortable being at the gym. You can do the videos. You can do on-demand exercises. You can do the Wii Fit. Those are a lot of fun, and you're moving. And I have a ball with the Wii Fit, the Just Dance videos, and it doesn't have to be exercise video per se, but you exercise, and even if you do Just Dance for 30 minutes.
Man, I put it on that fitness cycle, Ikiesha, and I'm getting it in.
So I'm a fan of those. I'm a fan, especially sometimes I can't make it to the gym or I just don't feel like getting out the house and getting in my car. I go right in my living room and get it in. So, yes, I'm a fan of my Wii.
Okay, Angie, it's on you.
Yes, I've had a great amount of success with the videos. But again, it depends on the person. It depends on their goals. It depends on their likes and their dislikes. I've had a great success with people who aren't the gym goers, for people who look for a lot of ancillary ways to exercise, a lot of the dance videos, a lot of the salsa videos, a lot of the different island dances. But it depends, like you said, if they are going to do it. But it's almost like finding what it is that's going to draw you to it. So do your research. Find what you like. And it is a great compliment to what you're doing. So I've had a great success with videos.
Okay. Let me give a personal story right quick. I've never liked to work out. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. When I was dancing, I hated fucking rehearsal. I just wanted to get out there and do my thing. But I knew it was a necessary evil, right? You got to rehearse. I fucking hate it. So I always have to try and mix it up. And the reason why I brought up my personal story is because it was based on the question. One of the things that I found that works for me, and Angie knows that, is you have to mix it up for me. I'm not going to the gym. If I got to go to the gym every time and I got to do let's go, blah, 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 I'm going to quit because it's boring. I need some fun. Let me dance. Let me box. That's how I got into boxing. That's how I ended up boxing for as long as I did, because it was something different every day. Even if I was in the ring. You sparring, you never know who you sparring against. Try something different. Find out what works for you and then do that. Know your body. Go ahead. Who is next? Angie. I hated Angie in damn Bootcamp. I hate Angie. I hate Angie. I just hate her. I can't stand her. She get on my damn nerves. She good at what she does, but I can't fucking stand her. All right, next question.
You know what, KiKi? Hey, KiKi, you know, one of the things that really inspires me, even though you said that, it's like I like the way we do different things. You don't necessarily have to always be in the gym. You know, like I like going around to the lakefront. Andre has inspired me to tackle these stairs and, you know, running in sand, just different things to just keep me motivated. I like a change of scenery, too, because being in one place at one time all the time, I'm just like, ugh, it's boring, but I'm going to still do it. But, you know, I like to change up. I do.
Okay. I do, too. I want to ask you guys this. What would you think are some of the biggest misconceptions about fitness, working out, this whole entire thing that we've been talking about? What are the things that people just are so off base about? And we'll do it again the same way. Devin, Andre, Ikiesha, and then we'll go to Angie.
Angie?
Yeah, that's your name. Devin, you're up.
One of the biggest things is doing a lot of cardio will lead to weight loss. Although cardio helps, but you have to be on your mind frame has to be right. Your diet has to be right. All those things have to come in together. But a lot of people just think, I'm going to do so much cardio, and they think they're just going to drop all this weight or whatever. So that's one of the things off the top of my head, just cardio.
Oh, okay. And not mix it in, changing their diet. They just think it's cardio. I can eat whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I hear that all the time.
Andre, what about you, darling?
Yes. I think that the biggest misconception is that it's difficult. You have to change your mindset. It's all about your perception and how badly you want it. I try and get clients to find a goal, something bigger than them, and then that way you focus on that. Whenever you get discouraged, you focus on that goal, whether it's being around a little bit longer to watch your children grow up or whatever the case may be. Find something bigger than yourself to inspire and motivate you. And it's really not that hard. It's just about making smart choices when you eat, pushing yourself a little bit further when you don't want to work out, finding different ways to work out to keep it enjoyable and fun. It's a lifestyle. It's not a fad. It's not just a quick fix to lose a few pounds.
Angie? I'm sorry, Ikiesha?
My biggest two, one, women who think if they touch a weight, for some reason they're going to bulk up and look like a man. I hate that. It took me years to build this muscle. You touching 10 pounds, it's not going to make you look like a man. Get over it and pick up the weight. Weight training is essential. The second one is doing sit-ups will give you a six-pack. Never, ever happen. It just won't happen. You're going to hurt your neck and have a bad back, but you are not going to get a six-pack doing sit-ups.
Okay. All right, Angie, common misconception.
The misconception that people can work out like crazy and still eat what they want. That's what a lot of people understand. Oh, well, I'll just go to the gym and I'll work it off and I can eat X, Y, and Z. That's the biggest misconception that I see and come across a lot with people. And like I said, that is one of the biggest ones. Everyone else has kind of touched on the rest of them, with the mindset and lifting. If I lift weights, I'm going to get muscles and look like a man, and all those different things. Those are the misconceptions.
Speaking about that, one of the things, I mean, a lot of people talk about, well, I know my body, and, if I lift, I'll bulk up really fast. Now, some people the thing is, some people do based on their body type, and Angie, I'm going to you on this one. Based on the different body types, and we talked about this before, certain body types carry more fat or more muscle or whatever based on the body type and how they actually burn fat and build muscle, right? So can you talk about that so people can understand? Like because I fucked up the words. I called them endomesomorph.
It's the endo, the ecto, and the mesomorph. Everyone falls into those three different body types and styles. And depending on which body type and style you are, will really depend on the type of formula that will aggressively handle your body style. The endomorphs are more of your heavy-set body style. Your ectomorphs are more of your lean, skinnier body styles. Your mesomorph is your more musculature body styles. And just like all three of those are different, the formula for them is different. To tap into the actual essence of yourself, you have to know your body style so that you can have the right equation to tap into your body to make sure it responds the way that you want.
So, stop with that body dysmorphic thinking you are endo when you are echo, or thinking you are meso when you are... Okay.
I got a question about that as well. If you have, what's the difference in, because you have those different body types, when you do go work out, 4 or 5 times a week, what would you say is the best time to rest your body in between workouts? What's the time frame with that, or how many times you work out certain things a week, like that? Can any of you address that?
Who is that?
Andre, Angie.
Okay, go ahead, Angie, since you're first up. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say quickly, it depends on your goals. It really, really does. It depends on your goals. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you're trying to do. Rest and recovery, let me tell you something. I tell my clients, as hard as you work is as hard as you need to rest. The body recovers when you adequately give it rest to be able to come back and recharge and to hit it just as hard as you did the first time. But it really would depend on the timing of your expectation of yourself. If you're going 4 times a week, you have to pay into consideration your rest day. And also if your trainer has given you the option of the possibility of a cheat meal or a cheat day or what that looks like and how that enwraps itself into whatever your formula of your program is. So that would be contingent upon whatever your goals are.
Okay. I think that we haven't, a lot of people, I think, don't pay enough attention to the fact that you need to get rest. You need to drink water. And I don't think nobody's really mentioned the importance of that. Am I off base, or is that something that's, that's
No, you're not off base.
You're not off base.
Water consumption is a necessity. I try and get clients to drink a gallon of water. It's difficult, but if they want to lose the weight, feeling full, controlling their food intake, drinking the water, flushing out the system is essential.
Okay.
And the rest part, I just had to...
Go ahead, baby.
Go ahead.
No.
I was about to say, I had to send a client home today because she's one of my clients that she wants to go 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And she wants to go hard. This is one of the clients I could just push her and push her and push her. And today she was so tired and sore, she wanted to come work out. And it was piss poor the first 10 minutes, and I sent her home because you need to get rest. You can't just tear your body down like that and expect it to work every day. So you have to get rest. You have to listen to your body. A lot of people don't listen to their body. Your body's going to tell you what it needs. It needs rest. It needs sleep. You need to chill. You need a massage or whatever you need. You just have to listen to your body.
I'm sorry.
It depends on how you're working out as well.
You're going to have to turn your camera on in a little bit, Devin, because we need to show, we got to show you off. I just want to give a little tip. I just want to give a little tip to people when it comes to drinking water. I hate drinking water, but something Okay, as Ikiesha, I'm going to come to you to speak on what you wanted to talk about just next. But I just want to give you guys a little tip. What a little tip I do. I hate drinking water. Angie knows I hate drinking water. Anybody around me know that I drink water. I hate to drink water. And so that 64 ounces of water a day is like torture to me. And so, you know, some people like Angie walk around with this big-ass fucking prison jug of water. I can't do that. I never get through it because it seems like a mountain, right? It's like I cannot climb this fucking mountain. What I do is, you see this little bitty bottle of water here? This is 8 ounces. This little bitty thing. I just drink 8 of these a day because I can do them one at a time. I can take this at once. And that way I can get my intake versus trying to force myself to do it. So try to get smaller bottles, you know, and get those down in one at a time so you can, before you know it, you'll be drinking more than the 64 ounces because you've gone through these little ones. So it's just a little head game, a little trick that I learned that worked for me. Ikiesha wanted to talk about supplements.
Well, before that, the water too. I don't know what the other people think, and I'd be curious. But I'm a fan of water enhancers. No calories, no sugar, but like the Mio water enhancers, my best friend. And you should be getting 128 ounces, woman. Not no 64. Stop slacking. Stop
okay, 128. I just got to up my game. Okay, whatever.
Right. What you can do, you know, if you really have an aversion of water, you still got to get it in. Use a water enhancer. Not for every.
Those are the ones with sucralose, right?
Some of them have sucralose. So you can't. I mean, I wouldn't say drink 120 ounces of it, but at the same time, it's something that you can use.
Can I cut it with some honey and lemon?
Oh yeah. Well, not honey.
Okay.
But honey.
I have a few clients who have an aversion to water, and instead of using the water enhancers, I like to infuse. I like to take different fruits to cut it for them to infuse. There are certain cucumbers and lemons that you can let sit so that it becomes a little bit of a detox component. But sometimes I tell them to cut apple or to cut strawberry. It doesn't really change the taste. It gives it a different hit and aroma, so therefore it addresses the palate differently. Those are some little tricks of the trade that I've kind of acquired along the way.
Mm-hmm. See, that's the only difficulty with that with me, Angie, is I can't have fruit. So depending on your diet, right?
Your sugar. Okay.
Right. It may not be an option.
Well, I mean, again, these are all things that are suggestions. You know what it is that you can and cannot have. So you have to find your health, your fitness professional, or your hashtag Fitnatic, and talk to them about what works best for your program. Devin wanted to say something. Go ahead, babe. You wanted to say something when she was talking about the water and the enhancers with the fruit.
No, I
changed your mind. All right, whatever. We can move on. Let's move on. Any questions? Number 3, Sporty. Comments, questions?
Question. When you work out times of day, does it really make a difference? Because I personally, like after the show, I go to the gym. I usually work out between midnight and 2 a.m. every day. Is that a good thing or not a good thing or what?
I like to tell people, well, me personally, I like to get my workout in the beginning part of the day. It's the morning to the afternoon. Sometimes I feel good in the evening, but most people, by that evening time, they're tired. You know, you're going to be tired from your daily routine, your work, your kids, and all that stuff, and you're going to give a half-ass workout once you get in the gym because you're so tired. I'm just going to do this much. I ain't going to do everything. You know, so if you can, I advise to work out as early as possible before you start getting through all your daily routine.
Ikiesha, supplements.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think it's important. I don't know how anybody else feels, but I don't think that, you know, we get enough of our micro and macronutrients from our foods. And so I take a lot of supplements. I take calcium, magnesium. I take vitamin D. I'm also 42 years old and a mother, too, so I have to watch for bone density and things like that. So I make sure I don't eat a lot of dairy, so I don't get a lot of, you know, calcium in that way, but I eat a lot of spinach. But I also know that I'm probably not getting enough. So I do supplement. I do protein shakes. I do use muscle building things like creatine and glutamine and L-carnitine. All of these things, though, you have to research because they affect people differently. But it's something that you might want to consider to incorporate into
a weight loss or fitness regimen, because you want to make sure that you're getting all the things that will help build you back up after you break yourself down.
Okay. How do you feel about supplements? Devin, and then Andre, then Angie.
Exactly what she said. I mean, a lot of people not getting everything that their body needs throughout their regular diet. So a lot of people, they're weary of taking supplements. They don't like to take pills, and it's nasty and stuff like that. But it's a mental thing also. Once you get past the mental aspect of shoving it down your throat or whatever, it's definitely a benefit.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Wait, Andre, give me a second. Andre, give me a second. Devin A. Lewis. Look into the camera for me, please. And I need you to stand up. And I need you, because since you can't sit still, I keep seeing you moving around. I need you to stand up. Since you want to show everybody yourself, because you can't sit still, show it right now. Show it right now.
I was trying not to have the feedback, so I'm trying to move.
No, just do it. I don't want to hear about it. You got the applause.
Go.
You got the applause. Go ahead.
Let's go.
Let's see. Come on. Oh. Wait, let me put the camera right on you. Let me just let it stay there for a second. Hold on. Hey, take your pictures now. Take your pictures now. Take your pictures now, ladies. All right, Andre, go ahead.
Yes.
Supplements.
Being that I'm in California, I can get a lot of fresh-grown organics, so I don't really do a lot of supplements. I do a protein supplement, but I would say when you're doing supplements, you have to research and find out what works with your system. I don't do dairy, and I'm allergic to soy, so I have to be careful of what exactly, I'm consuming. So that's it in a nutshell. Yeah.
All right.
I try and
Angie,
get from my food.
I'm sorry. Okay. Sporty, I need you to get your life right. She holding her head like, oh, my God, I can't believe what I just saw. All right, Angie, go ahead. You are up.
I get a lot of mixed bag when it comes to supplements and protein shakes. I'm not an advocate or a proponent of it. I will help people research what's best for them, because a lot of times people don't understand exactly what they're missing, and you can overindulge in a specific vitamin. You can overindulge in a specific mineral, and you can cause different toxins to build up in your system. Be knowledgeable, educate yourself, and just know what you can withstand. And for the person who's just breaking into a exercise routine, wait. Give yourself 2 to 3 weeks for that adaptation of exercise, because a lot of the supplements that you're going to take and you're going to consume, your body's not going to receive them yet. Let your metabolism awaken. Let you start your cardiovascular to kick in. Let your body receive exercise. So when you start to take the supplements, your body is prepped, it's primed, and it's ready to receive it. A lot of people jump into the world of fat burners, and they're coming from a very sedentary lifestyle. And these thermogenics, they're moving fast, and they're doing this, and it can sometimes cause agitation in one's system, and people don't really know that. So give yourself time for your body's natural metabolism to kick up, your body's natural absorption and uptake and recovery to kick in, so that the supplement is a complement to where you're taking your body.
Right. So somebody like me won't go at it like somebody like Ikiesha would. So
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like stay in your lane. But what I have noticed, and I want y'all all to talk about, is when we start aging, that change from 20s to 30s to 40s, because I can't go like I went in the 20s. But I'm damn sure I'm still doing it like I did in the 30s. So I'm just saying, can y'all touch upon what adjustments that we need to be conscious of going forward when we change decades? And I'll start with Andre. I'll go to Devin, and I'll go to Ikiesha, and then I'll go to Angie.
And you got to tell your age before you speak.
You got to tell your age. Andre, you got to tell your age.
I'm 49.
Okay, so get it.
Thank you. I recently started really paying attention to my joints, in particular my knees. I tend to push myself a lot harder because in training with my clients, my motto is I don't just spew it, I do it, so I get down there with them, and I don't ask anyone to do anything that I don't do, can't do, or haven't done. So when we do the stairs or run the beach or even lift weights, I'm right there with them. So it keeps me going, but I just have to be more conscious of how hard I push myself.
Okay. Devin.
I just made 35, July 22nd. So
Happy
I'm
birthday.
in mid-30s. Thank you. But I tell people, thank you. People ask me like, man, why you go so hard? Why you work out so hard? Because no lie, when I turned 30 years old, my metabolism slowed the hell up. It's like it instantly. Like I heard it before I turned 30. Like, man, your body's gonna change when you reach 30. Like, man, whatever. Now, when I turned 30, like I could miss 3 to a week, and it looked like I never worked out. Like, what the hell is going on? So, like, that's one thing I noticed. Like, I have to be in maintain mode, or if I have something coming up, a show or audition or something like that, I go extra hard. But I constantly have to work out, or I'm gonna turn soft. And people be like, whatever. And when I know I'm out of shape, and
FYI,
it's not good. No, when I say turn soft, not as ripped. You know, I still will have my shape, and people be like, man, you good. And me, knowing myself, I'm like, nah, I'm not good. I need to go hard.
So you won't have your definition, but you'll still have the math.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
All right, Ikiesha.
I do the same thing. I'm 42.
You have to tell your age. Okay.
I think it's important for us to take, at least, even if you're not going crazy, a multivitamin and some omega-3, because I think that helps with joint health. So sometimes I go a little lighter. I'll do more reps as opposed to going super crazy heavy. I'm doing less reps because I'm more conscientious of, my joints, and I can't be replacing shit. I ain't got my Obama saying KiKi. Okay.
All right, Angie.
Yes. Well, I am 38, and I have seen my body change and go through a number of transitions. And a lot of people look at me and they say, you've been fit all your life. Well, the reality is I haven't, except when I had my 2 daughters. I've seen my body change from 20 to 25 to 28 to 30 to 35. All those ages and stages comes with a different accompaniment. I hate to say it like this, but our bodies are almost like cell phone batteries. As we get older, it kind of shuts down a little sooner than later, When we had a long battery life before, now it's kind of slowing, and you have to learn to work in those parameters. I've adjusted myself tremendously. I can't still go out there and long jump. My knees will send me an email saying, what are you doing? It's just not going to work that way. But being realistic of where you are and where you're trying to go, my workout hasn't really changed, but how I fuel my system has changed. Because with women, unlike men, we have a little bit of an influx of hormones. We have a little bit of the PMS and the postmenstrual and the premenstrual, because our bodies have to prepare for a certain something and get rid of that. And that creates a deficit in our bodies. And we require a higher level of calorie intake to sustain that. I know a lot of people say, the chocolate craving or this craving. That's very real for women, because a certain amount of energy has to go to sustain the preparation for that, which leaves our body as a deficit. That deficit is called the craving. And so that craving, depending on where you are with PMS or if you're into menopause, it really creates a disturbance in your hormonal flow. And so I am noticing those changes. I'm noticing. But for me, I put my emphasis on my fuel, and I maintain the sustenance of my workout, but it's more so in how I eat. How I eat now is vastly different than the way I ate 5 years ago. Hence you say I eat twigs and berries.
She does. She may as well be a fucking squirrel. I wish y'all could see me. She look like a damn squirrel. I can't even stand your ass. Anyway, it was something else that I wanted to cover. Is there anything, I'm going to go to you first, Andre, and then I'll go to Devin, and then I'll go to Ikiesha, and then Angie. And then I'll ask my ladies if they have any questions for you. Is there anything that we did not cover tonight that you think is absolutely important that we discussed? I know Devin had something, but I'm going to go to Andre first.
Well, I would say for people who are interested in a healthier lifestyle, don't focus so much on the negative. Find out what it is specifically that you want to do, what your goals are. Like I said, there's a difference in body shaping, bodybuilding, and exercise to live. So figure out what it is you're looking to do. Don't judge yourself by other people's results. Be consistent, stick to it, and it'll happen.
Okay. And then, Devin, I know you wanted to talk about the disparity between certain races when it comes to working out.
Yeah, that's a whole nother segment or whatever. I'm not even gonna
that whole other show
right now. Yeah, that's
look, I'm gonna out you then. I'm gonna out you then. Devin has a problem with you black women not getting off your ass and work it out. Listen, he loves you. I'm not putting you out there foul though. I'm about to put this in a way that they can understand. He loves you, black women. He wants you to be around. He wants you to be healthy. He wants you to be good, but he has a problem with the fact that you have 105 million reasons why you cannot, will not, and just it's not going to happen to work out. And then you want to complain about white women getting all the men, white women this, white women that, when you're your own worst enemy. Step your game up. That's what I'm just saying. But he loves you. It's all coming from love. But anyway, you can tell them something else that you wanted them to know. Go ahead.
I'm good. Very well put.
Okay. Ikiesha.
I would say don't be surprised that if on your weight loss journey you don't get the support you expect. Our people are conditioned to us being a certain way, usually unhealthy and overweight. And when you start to do something different, you don't be discouraged when people start to say, you don't need to lose weight. Why are you doing that? Why are you eating that? Why are you going to the gym so much? And then you start to second guess your path, your journey. So be careful. There will be a lot of people, and it will usually be the people that are closest to you who will try to pull you off your path. Maybe not intentionally, but the road to hell is paved with good intention. Stay your course.
Very true. Very true.
Go ahead, Angie.
Okay, well, great being last. Everyone takes your answers and your excuses. So, what I was going see, great, now you felt, Devin.
Listen, let me say this to you. I'm not going to accept that from you. You used to being a damn anchor in the relay, so you know how to bring up the rear. Bring it home, Angie. Bring it home.
No, what I was going to say is really no different than what everybody said. They kind of touched on it. But the one thing that we did not cover is the creation of goals. Goals are so pertinent to this process. And I really sit with my clients, and I take that moment to really help them establish their goals. I ask for long-term, I ask for short-term, I ask for intermediate, and I ask for daily goals. Because the reality is that your goals are your scaffolding. That's the base upon which everything you're trying to do is solely built on. And at the end of the day, I tell my clients, celebrate your daily victories so that you don't go into tomorrow without celebrating what you've done towards where you're trying to go. A lot of times people put their goals so far ahead, you get lost in that space, that gray area. I really try to keep a tangible hold on their goals on a daily basis or on a regular basis, checking in to make sure you're checkpointing because of the simple reason people might not see what they want to see. They might not be getting back exactly what they want. But if you go back and you look at your journal, you said, you know what, I've done this, this, and this. This equals up at least 2 weeks of consistency. Hey, guess what? That's a goal within itself. I don't ask for goals that are just about weight, about aesthetics. I ask for career. I ask for personal. I ask for physical. Because I want to tap into all of that. When I train somebody, I don't just train physical. I train mental, and I also train career-wise. Because what they acquire, they execute in all aspects of their lives. And I really try to tap that deep because then it becomes that real. And the other thing I was going to say we didn't talk about was sabotage. But Ikiesha, she did. Sabotage comes in the form of everybody, people, friends, spouse. And when I train my clients and we're going on a real journey left of either absolutely changing the diet, I coach the spouse too. Because I tell them, you know what, you need to be a partner. And this is what's happening. Because our spouse, our friends, our mothers, our sisters, they're a comfort zone. And the minute you take that stand and you're going to start eating this way and you're going to go to the left, guess what? You've disturbed the comfort zone. And they're the first ones to start barking and chewing at you. So you have to learn to stand firm on that, but you also have to put them on alarm. Hey, I'm not leaving you. I'm not upsetting the comfort zone, but I'm trying to reinforce my own. So those are some things that we didn't touch on, but I just wanted to say that.
I just want to say this to you, Angie. For somebody who said everybody took your answers, you sure had a whole thing.
Yes, you did. Oh, my goodness.
It's good stuff, though.
That's a professor right there, man.
I'm just saying, Professor Angie Brown did a damn thing right there. I want to ask, we have a couple of callers on the line, so I want to get those callers in. All right, let me take this caller.
Incoming phone call. Pick up the phone immediately.
All right, we have one of our repeat offenders on the line. He is affectionately known by some people as the Legal Warrior, but we call him an amateur porn star because sometimes he get paid and sometimes he doesn't. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Dino. What's going on, Daddy-O?
What it do, y'all?
Hey,
what's
Dino.
up? Quickly.
What's good? Hey, I just want to say this show great. I'm going through my own battles when it comes to workouts. You know what I'm saying? KiKi saw the documentary. She saw me being big to get down to 175. I done ballooned back to big again, but I love the process, so I'm going to get back down again. I love everything what everybody says, so it's fun. I thank y'all, and I'm motivated. I'm super motivated, actually.
All right, we like to hear that. Motivated.
Yeah.
All right. All right, thank you, Dino. Appreciate you, Daddy-O.
No doubt. Peace.
All right. Sporty, what do you have to say? What questions or comments before we get out of here that you want to ask our panel, and then we can wrap it up with them?
The only thing I would say at this point is I appreciate each and every one of you for the contribution that you've made today. This show is very important to me, and I thank you for your input. You've re-motivated me. Ikiesha, thank you for your continued help and support always. My girl, KiKi, you know, even though you're not a fitness expert, you're my fitness person. And Andre, there's not words to explain. Thank you, my dear, how awesome you are for everything that you do on a daily basis, too.
Aww.
Was that your Oscar-winning speech? I mean, good grief.
No,
I can't
my Oscar-winning speech would be,
you know I
Devin,
can't
you
do much.
fine, boy. Devin, you are fine. That's all I got to say.
I'm like, you know I can't do much. You can't be all nice. Like, he all right. Look, no, he all right.
Right.
Wink, wink. Okay. For number 3, what do you have to say? What is the thing that you want to, if you have anything that you want to ask them before we get out of here, or if there's the last final moments that you want to get before we get their last words?
No, I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you. The information was awesome. Yes, please give your information so, you know, if I have any questions later on, I can get in touch, bug the shit out of you, but thanks. No, it was really good. So I appreciate you guys.
All right, I got something I want to say, but I'll save it to after I get all of you guys' last final statements. So I'm going to start with you, Andre, last man in, first man up. Andre.
All right. Andre LaVelle, you can find me on Facebook, ANDRE, LAV as in Victor, ELLE, or PCWBootcamp.com.
And if you're not that bright, you're welcome, baby. And if you're not that bright and can't find it on your own, you can always go to our Facebook page. It will be there along with pictures. We have them up there so y'all can see what 49 looks like. Bam, in your face.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Devin. Hey, Devin. What's up, Chocolate Wonder? It's on you, Poppy.
Yeah, what's up?
And Angie, leave your papers alone. Stop it.
My personal Instagram and Twitter, Devin Lewis. My fitness Instagram is Devin L Fitness. Simple as that.
All right, and Devin is spelled Devin, Kevin with a D. Okay. All right. All righty. Is there anything that you want to say to people before you get out of here, other than that? Devin.
Positive mind equals positive results. If you come in with a negative mind, you're not going to get to nowhere. Always have a positive mind about your workouts.
All right. Ikiesha.
I just want to say some of the hardest things to say is, I need help. Those are the hardest 3 words. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't get stuck on, I need a workout partner. I know a lot of people, and it's helpful, have a workout partner, but sometimes that partner doesn't go and then you don't go. You have to be fully committed, fully invested in this. So, and if you need help, reach out. Reach out to somebody. Say, I need some help. There are so many of us, and myself included, who will help you. You can find me on Twitter at Misfit Body, MSFITBODEEE, Misfit Body. I'm on IG at Ikiesha for real. You can find me on Facebook as Ikiesha Whittaker. And if you need legal help, I'm up in Harlem, baby.
Harlem World. She costs like $672 an hour, but she's great at what she does.
Okay.
It's worth it. All right. Angie Brown, give everybody the business and give us your final thoughts.
You can contact me at my website, askangiebrown.com. My Facebook is Tailored Fitness, TAILORED Fitness, and my Instagram is Tailored Fitness.
And your Twitter is Tailored Fitness.
And my Twitter is Tailored Fitness. That's very, very correct. I'm sorry. Just remember, it's a process and it's a journey. It's never a destination. Because even once you reach where you're trying to go, you're still going to keep going and you're still going to keep climbing. And remember, I tell my clients this, you're on a journey to look like your best self. Stop holding up pictures of people. Stop holding up pictures of what you want to be, because who and what you are lies way, way inside. So you're on a journey to look like your best self. And I love what I do. My passion comes from helping people and changing people's lives. I really have. I've helped so many cross so many barriers. And I've been so blessed to be able to render something that sometimes people can't acquire themselves. And I say that's a gift that God has given me. I'm just glad I can share it with so many people.
And she shares it willingly, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not free. But, again, if you contact her and you say, hey, I was listening to that show on Playing Devil's Advocate, and can you just give me a couple words? I'm sure she won't charge you for a small consultation. I'm just saying, she here to serve, just like any of the people on our panel, except for Ikiesha. When it comes to the legal stuff, you're going to have to pay. So I would like to say to each and every one of you, thank you so much for your time. And everybody just jumped in and was like, hey, I want to be a part of this. And I think it's a wonderful thing. I want to say thank you to Angel for coming up with the idea for this show. We have been kicking the idea around to do this fitness show, but we were going to do it in conjunction with our Ask the Experts, and it was going to be finance, fitness, and fashion. And so, after she mentioned it, I said, do we have enough meat on the bone to do a 2-hour show? Actually, we have enough meat on the bone to do 2 more hours, but I just don't have the damn time, and I'm tired, and I got shit to do. But if we do decide to do a part 2, I will be calling on you. We will be posting your links, your pictures, all of that on Facebook.com and on Playing Devil's Advocate to make sure that everybody is aware of how to get in contact with you, and we will have some video snippets. So you, Chocolate Wonder Thunder over there, just know that you're going to be exploited on Facebook since you closed your damn Facebook account just in the nick of time, so I can really touch it like I want to. So I would like to say that I agree with everybody. It is a journey. Have a positive attitude. Run your own race. Don't compare your journey of weight loss and fitness to the next person, and know your body. When it says stop, stop. When it says more, give it more. And one thing that you cannot give it enough of is water and sleep. Okay? So that's how I stay young. That's how I keep pulling the little young boys to the yard. It's my way.
Hey.
All right. All right. Yes. Everybody, thank y'all so much for Sporty Spunky Angel, the incredible invisible intern number 3, and our producer, Cousin Chan. I am signing off. I am tired. I am out the door. I can't do no more. If there's anything else they need to know about us, ladies, what do they need to do?
Google us, bitches.
That's right. Google us, bitches. I'm out.
Hey, Miss